pedagogical ideas that eventually made their way into the Coursera project. Andrew came at it from a somewhat different direction.
Right, so because I've been working on free online education for many years, started a project at Stanford called Stanford Engineering Everywhere that 4 or 5 years ago started to put videos online. But I think as Daphne said, more recently we realized that students learn best not by passively listening, but by practicing with the material and thinking through the material. And so it was last fall that what we're doing for free online education kind of culminated in the free online offerings out of Stanford, where there were these courses with, not just lectures, but also homework. And those who did some of the courses, you probably don't know this, but when we were looking at the amount of traffic on our website, it turns out that every time there's a homework deadline, 24 hours before there's more traffic. Kind of good to show, because Daphne likes to use the phrase, this proves that procrastination is a global phenomenon.
That's true.
And I think, put together these ideas that little courses with deadlines, homework, with community, and where students, upon completing these public courses, could get like a piece of paper, a certificate or similar from the universities that you can use, put in your resume to get a better job. And then it was based on that, seeing the success of these classes, that Daphne and I were asking ourselves, what's the best way to serve students? That we realized that the best way forward would be to take the technology that we had developed and to offer it to other universities, so that other universities can also teach these massive online courses. So because of that, we wound up taking this project out of Stanford, setting up a social entrepreneurship company, Coursera. And I guess to report back to you a little bit where we are, I think back in February when we were still stealth, it was kind of, back in February we were still a stealth company, which was kind of strange. We had 200,000 students, but and then we were literally avoiding reporters because we weren't ready to talk to people yet. And then
Accepting calls from the New York Times is kind of a weird thing to do.
And then in April, we announced our first 4 university partnerships with Princeton, Penn, Stanford, and University of Michigan. And then just a week and a half ago, we announced another 12 university partnerships. And I guess one of the two things I'm proud of, I guess, one is the breadth of university partnerships, which I think has translated to the growth of enrollments. So we now have 900,000 students taking these different classes. And another thing that, and maybe I'm proud of it, I think university education is very broad. So today we have courses in the humanities, the social sciences, the basic sciences, in business, finance. We have even a class on the care and feeding of horses. and I think I just love the idea that if most of us have, most people in the ordinary course of events will not have access to a place like Stanford or Princeton or Caltech or Penn, but if anyone wakes up tomorrow morning and wants to sign up for a Stanford class or a Princeton class, anyone can now do so for free.
So I think the vision for us going forward is that this amazing education with these institutions that we're fortunate enough to work with, that's currently only been available to a tiny handful of people, will now be available to anyone around the world. And so high quality education will move from being something that is a privilege of the few to being a basic human right. And we think that this is going to be a way that will change the world, because anyone around the world that has the motivation and the skills will be able to get an education. And whether that's just to expand their minds or to make a better life for themselves or their community, it's going to be something that changes the world. So just to basically, Andrew's already thanked all of you. I'd like to thank the other people who have made this possible. So we have an amazing team of employees, and everyone that you see around you wearing Coursera t-shirts played a critical role in making all this possible, so I'd like to thank all of them. I'd like to thank the instructors. I'd like to thank, we have several instructors who are with us, so I see Jeff Ullman standing over there, Tim Roughgarden, Scott Clemmer, Scott, where are you? And Jeff Hinton.
Just over there.
Just over here. You're encouraged to come and talk to them. And we are actively looking to grow our team. So if you see anybody with a blue Coursera t-shirt and you want to come change the world with us, come and talk to us. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.